So Betty, success in the House, also the Senate, the governor signing a measure that would allow restaurants who do not have outside licenses to serve alcohol outside during this pandemic.
Yes, yes, it happened. Thank you, Lord. Uh, well, it's been a struggle that I have waged along with many of my fellow legislators because we do care so much about the small businesses in our districts, particularly restaurants, which have really struggled through this whole period of time. And so, as the time has marched on, and we were aware of the fact that we would be able to seat people outside, my thinking was part of the joy of having a lovely meal in a restaurant is being able to have your favorite glass of wine or your beverage of choice. And of course, they're not allowed to serve alcohol outside. So I joined with some others who felt as strongly as I did, and we worked very hard and pushed to convince others that this is what we needed to do in order to make this successful and to make it work. So as a result, we had our last session of the House on Wednesday, which was remote, and so we were all in our own little spaces. And fortunately, we passed it. It had tremendous support from the Speaker of the House, and as a matter of fact, got a unanimous vote of approval. So the following day, it went over to the Senate, and of course, we had people over there who felt very strongly about it as well, and it passed through the Senate. And then it went to the governor, and he signed it with an emergency preamble over the weekend, and so it took effect Monday. Then it went to the local communities, and the local communities had to meet to be able to pass some regulations for the restaurants to go out on the sidewalk and distancing and all that kind of thing. So here in North Attleboro, the meeting was actually held last night, and it was passed, and so the restaurants now are free to open. And those are the ones that had to create a space outdoors. The restaurants that already had a defined approved space were allowed to begin immediately, but the others had to wait until all of those details were worked out. So finally it has happened, and we expect tonight will probably be the first night for many of them, and some of them may not be ready tonight, may open the next night or the next night. But check with your favorite restaurant and see when you will be able to go, and please do your best to support them because they've truly struggled through this time, and they need to see some friendly faces back.
I know the idea of shutting down North Washington Street was determined not feasible by public safety officials here in town. So these restaurants are really limited as to how many people they can serve outside.
Well, exactly, because we have to abide by the distancing. As I understand it, and I hope I have the detail right, a party of 6 people can be seated at the same table because obviously they all came together, so their family or a situation similar to that. And they can sit together and they don't have to wear their masks while they're at the table. They have to wear them into the restaurant, they have to wear them if they go to the restroom, and they have to wear them when they leave. But they don't have to wear them sitting at the table. Of course, the staff of the restaurant does need to wear their masks, and they're required to meet strict protocol, sanitizing tables, menus, or give you throwaway. All the areas on the way to the restroom have to be sanitized. So they have to meet a lot of requirements. So you can be certain that if you're in a local restaurant, that it's been inspected and they are doing everything possible to make this work so they can support themselves as well as the help who has come back to work for them.
I know there's certainly been some confusion as far as reopening the state. And I know here in North Attleboro, helping the businesses, Lyle Perney has been a huge, huge plus.
Lyle Perney is one of the best things that's happened to North Attleboro. He is devoted and dedicated. First of all, whatever Lyle does, he's devoted to and make sure he does it to the best of his ability. But he has taken this on almost as a personal project because he knows these people and he wants them to be able to be successful. And so he's gone above and beyond and helped them trying to figure out every detail and where they can go and what they can do. He's always available, and he's just a great guy. I can't say enough about Lyle.